This is Bob, Sullivan County, Pennsylvania. Been hunting all day in the woods. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see around me. I'm on an old logging trail. Probably walked a good 5 miles by the time the day's done, so feeling nice and healthy. But the reason why I'm making this little video is when you're sitting in the woods by yourself, you got a lot to ponder. You think about family, you think about business, or whatever you do for a living, and health, and people you love, and so on and so forth. And the well-being of the country. At least I think about that because I'm very patriotic. But it was a big election a couple weeks ago, like everybody knows. And to my opinion, I mean, Trump digs his own holes and he says stuff that he shouldn't say. But he did a very, very good job if you put all that to the side. But what happens is, if you go on the internet, social media, you have a Facebook page, your kid goes to school, you turn on all the news channels, it doesn't matter what Trump did. They gave him no credit for nothing, and they threw enough crap at a wall, and it stuck. And people that don't do no research for themselves say, boy, I go to work, and Susie's talking about something dumb that Trump did. I go on the news is saying it. Call my daughter up, she tells me, so it must be true. If you make enough noise, people are going to listen, even if it's not true. So if that's what happened, the virus is definitely not nearly as deadly as they say it is. Not a super spreader. And I know 3 people, and I'm one of them, that someone they knew had it, and they were hanging out with them and, sitting next to each other for days on and day in, and didn't get it. My cousin, he had it. He kissed his girlfriend a bunch of times. She never got it. It's a kind of a cop-out, if you ask me. Because you see the person that smokes 2 packs of cigarettes a day and 100 pounds overweight, and now they can blame something on somebody or something because they never took no responsibility for none of their actions. So they think COVID's going to get them. But really, if they would put down the cheesesteak in the Newport 100 and get off his or hers lazy ass, even if they would get COVID, you'd have a 99.9 chance, 0.5 chance, I don't know exactly the percentage, of living. Especially if you're under the age of 60 or so. So, and we're going into the most depressing time of the season. It gets dark early. They're closing stuff down. People can't interact. And they sold all the fear. Which, if you want to know the truth, all you have to do is follow the money. And following the money will always tell you the truth. But like I said, I'm in the woods, and I'm doing lots of pondering. And what else I believe is, I will never understand why working class Americans, men or women that provide for the family, pay their taxes, will vote Democrat. And so with that said, it's a big Senate race going on, which most of everybody knows about. It's not like this is new news. And if they would get the Senate, that means they have the presidency, if that goes through. It's not guaranteed, but it's likable. They have the presidency, the House, and the Senate. So that means you'll have full range. What some people are saying, oh my God, I can't have that. You need check and balance. Check and balance is a great thing. But if they get the Senate, and for all those working Democrats say, oh, it's not as left as people say. You make that up. It's not as liberal as people say. They don't want to give everything away for free. They don't want to kill babies at 9 months old. No, that's all fake news. That's Trump talk. They do that on Fox. So that's how they justify that. But if they have full range, that means the Democrats cannot blame Republicans for nothing. And the working class men and women will actually start seeing that vote Democrat. And they're going to say, whoa, my friend, my brother, my mother, or whoever is right. That is not the same party that my granddad or father voted for. They are a little too wacky for me. So with that said, if it does happen, you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. And pretty much if you're self-reliant, you're positive in pretty much every situation you're put in, and you have good health and you have some money, you have nothing to worry about. But if you blame your problems on other people and you lie to yourself every day of your life, like a lot of people do, and the government stops feeding you because you rely on everybody for everything, you're going to have yourself a big problem. And good for you, because maybe you'll wise up. So I don't know where this video is going to go, but I'm having a gorgeous, gorgeous day of hunting. Didn't see anything. Seeing a beautiful woodcock. I believe that's what it was, at least. I know it wasn't a grouse. But just wonderful to be in the woods and Mother Nature. All right, sounds good. I hope you enjoy this video.